Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. It was a bad night in, in the Caerphilly by-election. Labour came third, and of course, the knives are out now for Starmer. Pride Cumley came first, Reform came second, Labour came third, and the poor old Tories, well, they could only manage fourth. But it was a bad night all around for Labour and particularly Starmer. And this result is not going to go down well with the rest of Labour. Already they are, well, like I've said, the knives are out for Starmer. I mean, Starmer today hasn't had anything to say about the by-election result, has he? All he could do was call a meeting with the so-called coalition of the willing to discuss the war between Ukraine and Russia. That's all he could do today. He hasn't even mentioned it. I don't suppose he will. I mean, you might say something over the weekend, but so far he hasn't said anything. It just shows you what he's like, what an evil so-and-so he is. But yes, it looks like this result is going to be the beginning of the end for Starmer. Because next May, you've got the local elections in Wales and in Scotland, and particularly Wales. I'm predicting that Labour will be wiped out in Wales next May. They won't form a government for Wales. Goodness knows where they're going to come next year. But like I've said, it was a bad night for Labour and a particular Starmer. Starmer deserves everything he gets. It was a humiliation for him. Like I've said, all he could do today was call for a meeting of other leaders to discuss Ukraine a meeting of the coalition of the willing. Well, that's a laugh for a start. But going back to this by-election, like I've said, Pride Cumley came first, and Reform they came second, oh dear, which is not really bad for the Reform. I think they was hoping to win, but I think what stopped Reform winning the by-election was the voters of Wales voted tactically. They voted for other parties. Most of them went and voted for Pride Cumley. And this is one of the reasons why Reform didn't win and they came second. Particularly, they wanted to give Labour and Starmer a good kicking. And you'll get even, uh, we'll get an even bigger kicking next May when we have the local elections in Wales and Scotland. It'll be even more humiliated. I don't think that the Welsh voters wanted Reform to be win the by-election into the Welsh Parliament. I think they didn't want them. They wanted Pride Cumley. Well, we shall just see how Pride Cumley get on, can't we? I mean, they'll probably govern Wales, but next May we shall see how they get on. Like I've said, for Starmer, it was a bad night, and already I dare say the murmurs have started that they want him gone because, like I've said, they're going to be even in more trouble next year when they have the local elections. And I wouldn't be surprised if Labour don't come third next year as well, next May. As for the Tories, well, they they are finished. They are absolutely finished. They finished fourth. I don't know what Timmy Bay or not is going to say about this, but you think it was a bad night for Labour, even worse for the Tories. They only coming fourth, and I can make a prediction now on the next election. That's where they'll finish. The Tories they'll finish fourth in the next election we have. It's a certain fact that the Tories will never govern the country again if they do badly next May. And of course, Timmy Bagonot will be in trouble as well. It's the Tories do badly next May, which they will. But as for Starmer, well, I dare say the Labour are already plotting to get rid of him because he's an absolute disaster, isn't he? He's the worst prime minister we've ever had. But Starmer, he's only got himself to blame for all this. He's just not listening, is he? He just won't listen to what the vouchers are telling him. That they've had enough of him and Labour. And yes, it's the beginning of the end for Starmer. Let's see how he pins his way out of this. Well, anyway, it's the end of this video. To Politics here, signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.